I just did a quick video on how I prepared my CGC submission, but I'm going to do a quick one on how I do larger submissions. So this one's for PSA. It's 168 cards. I usually break the stacks into no more than 50 cards each, but it's not worth doing a fourth one. So these have 56 in each one. Main difference between CGC and PSA when submitting is with the packing list. For PSA, you get 2 copies of the packing list that you have to include in the package. CGC, it's just 1. And so I already made sure everything's in the correct order. Everything was in the order that I submitted it the first time I did a PSA submission. Got all scrambled, and I had instead of resubmitting everything online, I just reordered the cards. But this time, I was very deliberate with the ordering of some of the cards. So I wanted to make sure that was right. And all of them are here, earned and in order. So I'm just going to go real quick over what I'm submitting this time. I use CGC for cards that I'm pretty much definitely going to keep, and PSA for cards that might be a little more valuable or I may want to sell in the future, ones that I don't care too much for personally. So first up is a bunch of the holiday bundle cards. So this is from this year. I opened up a ton of these from Costco. It was very hard to find ones that were not damaged. You'll see a lot of the cards in this stack, the centering isn't great, so I'm not expecting 10s. Even though I said I might sell some of these cards, I'm doing this more for myself than, getting a 10 and selling it right away. I'd be happy, with a 9 and even an 8 on some of the cards. I don't really care too much about the grade. I care more about the card. So first up, Grabominable from this year's holiday bundle, 2 of the Vanillish. This is one of my favorite cards, and you could see this one's way off center. This is not going to get a 10. The Glaceon VMAX, this is from, I think, last year's bundle. Glaceon EX from Prismatic, that's from this year's. I got 2 of them. The 151 Pikachu from the holiday bundle. This one is from the older one. Another Pikachu. This one is the promo card, the Pokemon Center promo card. To get this card, I bought my daughter a Slowpoke puppet. Might have been in the background of some of my other videos. This is a card I plan on keeping. And I have a bunch of the Paldean Adventure chess promos. It's not just these 4. I've already submitted quite a few of these. But I also, later in the stack, I have all the promos in order for a sequential set. This one I finally caved and paid market price for a Paldea Evolved ETB to get this card. Pretty happy with the condition. I have a couple Pikachus from different Sword and Shield sets. I think that one was from Crown Zenith, as well as these 2 here. This one's from Lost Origin. I just think this is a really cute card. I don't think it's really valuable by any means. I do like promo cards, so I have 4 of these from one of the V boxes. This one I think came from V Max box. I don't remember where this one came from. Obviously, this one is from the Mega Evolutions Enhanced Booster box. And then go into some of the cards that I just pulled. So it's Vulpix. Ninetales is one of my favorites, so Vulpix is lumped in with that. Spearow, just really like this card. Gumshoe, not really a fan of this card, but I have a feeling this one would be valuable. This one, this one I'm going to look to sell. I'm not crazy about it, but I think this one might be valuable to help pay for the rest of the submission. Stuffle, I have 2 of them. It's a fun card. Lily's Determination. Again, this is just an ultra rare. I think this one would be valuable enough to be worth grading. Wally's Compassion. This was the card I pulled from the pre-release, so just an important card to me. Mega Kangaskhan EX. Pulled this from a booster bundle at release. The Inteleon, this was what I played with at the pre-release event for Mega Evolutions. The Alakazam promo from the ETB. Riolu promo from the ETB. This is from White Flare Simisear. Gothorita. Hilda. This one's off center, but still, I think this one will be valuable. Pulled quite a few of these. Keldeo, I just really like this art style. Palpitoad. Dwebble. Crustle. Like that I have that evolution line in sequential numbers. Superior. Pulled so many of this card. Meloetta. Greedent from Distant Rivals. Ethan's Adventure. Team Rocket's Crobat. I think I'm just going to grade all of my hyper rare gold cards, even if they're not worth much. Wellard. Furret. Volcanion. This is my only copy of this card, and it's the only one I don't have in my Journey Together binder. That's the first set that I ever completed. Flareon EX from the Surprise Box. Umbreon EX from the Prismatic Surprise Box. And Surging Spark Skarmory. Surging Sparks. Nicia's Appeal. Probably one of my favorite cards out of this whole submission. This Squirtle. Took me a long time to finally pull this card. Galvantula. Tapu Bulu. Duskull. Really like this line of cards from Shrouded Fable. Enamorous. Growlithe. I like my dogs. Eevee, this is my second one. Both of them I got from Rip and Ship. The first one being from my monthly subscription when I first signed up. This one was when they sold a bunch of ETBs at cost. Greninja. Perrin. This is the card that I pulled that made me satisfied with how much I have from Twilight Masquerade. Deerling, really like this art style. Elton. Cinccino. Those are some of my favorite cards as well. Torterra. I really don't know why I'm submitting this one, but I am. This Pathro. Mineshaw. Minior. I like this card a lot. The art style on it. Ferrothorn. And as you can see, a lot of these are either not valuable or way off center. But like I said, more doing this for myself, even though I am willing to let go of these cards. Rika. Roaring Moon. 2 Belly Bolts. Scissor. Have a a couple of these, one of them I'll be giving to one of my friends at my local store. Pidgeot. Finally pulled the remaining card for this set to finally complete it. So very happy to have OBF done, Artisan. Pulled so many of these. Basic Energy, Fire, Ice Cube. I can't pronounce this one. Shine Pow. Took me a long time to pull this one. Dendro. Arcanine. Gardevoir. Basic Energy. These are from the Illustrator contest. Tornadus from the Pokemon Center ETB. Thunderous, again from the Pokemon Center ETB. I did not know that the Pokemon Center ones include both the stamped and unstamped versions when I opened it. Had I known that, I would have opened them much sooner. Distant Rivals. Journey Together. 2 of the Surging Sparks promo. Got these from Costco. Noctowl. I've opened up so many of these. I really like this card a lot. I'm surprised it's not worth more, but I like it. That's all that matters. Mewtwo V-Star from Pokemon Go. Blaziken V. Electivire. He just looks so cozy. Gardenia's Vigor. Skuntank. Eevee. Darkrai. Really like these next few cards. Jirachi. Radiant Greninja. Radiant Alakazam. Zamazenta V. Regidrago VMAX. Charizard. Radiant Charizard. This is probably the most valuable card in the submission. Is Mew. Dianchi. Or Choreo. 3 of them. Deoxys. Simisear V-Star. Lucario V-Star. 2 Riolos. I think I submitted a couple of these already. Manaphy. Pulled a lot of these. Zamazenta V. Dusknoir. Slowking. Ranzong. More of the Morpeko V-Union and Playmat promo cards. I'd be real excited if I get, obviously 10s sequential for the full set, but the same grade in a sequential set would be nice. Really disappointed I can't submit jumbo cards with these regular card submissions so I could have the jumbo start number in sequential order with these. Moltres, Articuno, Zapdos from the Sword and Shield blister pack. This is the adventure promos, Paldea adventure chest promos, and just a bunch of random cards. Vaporeon Pokeball, Glaceon EX, Terrapagos EX, Umbreon EX, 2 Espeon Pokeballs, Lopunny Master Ball. Just really like this card, Mr. Mime from the Classic Collection. I regret not sending this in earlier with the other ones. These I pulled right before I finished the submission. Excelgor, Swadloon, another Superior. Did not want to have to recreate this whole list to get this one behind the other one. Is what it is. And then I just figured what's 3 more cards. So Ghastly Haunter, Gengar, the evolution line. It'd be nice to have these sequential from the Trick or Trade. This one's getting manipulated like crazy, but doing this one for myself, not for anything else. If I was doing this one for money, I have so many bags of the Trick or Trade to open, and there's at least 3 in each one. So again, just like I did for my CGC submission, I'm going to take cardboard boxes. I'll do it the easier way this time. Cut them down to size, just a little bigger. Definitely don't want it smaller. Don't want it too big either. So since I'm doing 3 stacks, I need 6 pieces. And what I do when I separate the submission like this is I'll label the cardboard stacks, you know, in this case 1 of 3, 2 of 3, 3 of 3, and then I'll also write the line numbers from the submission. That's 1 set. 2. Did I miscount? I think I miscounted. Can't count the 6 apparently. So, all right. 1 of 3. Lines 1 through, in this case, it is, was it Skarmory, the last one in the stack? Skarmory, so lines 1 through 44. Two of 3. That looks like 4S. Let's see, this one goes to 96. Oh god, this marker smells. 3 of 3. Lines 97 through 147. Got a little, whatever, just a little piece of tape. Again, got my little band ball. Go across the corners first. Even though this one's a little bit more snug, I'm still going to do the 2 extra. You don't want this to be too tight, because you don't want it to risk damaging the edges of your cards, but with these sleeves, the card's kind of far away from the edges anyway, so that's not too much of a concern. How did I do that? I don't know why I'm having such a hard time with this one. That's why I don't like making them too big. It's a little hard to manage. That didn't go as planned. Done. Bigger stacks before. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time today. In case it wasn't obvious, these line numbers, you know, there's 58 cards in here, but it's the line numbers on, or 56 cards, however many I said. These line numbers are the actual line numbers on the submission form. So one line might have, you know, if it's a duplicate card, it would be listed as quantity 2. It's not card number, it's line number. What happened here? This break? Oh. Screwed up this corner one, I think. Yeah, I screwed up the corner one. All right. So now what I'm going to do, I'm probably going to pack these together like this with just a little bubble wrap between them. I'll lay 2 of the submission forms on top. The PSA requires 2. And I'll wrap these ones in bubble wrap and fill in the extra loose space. So I just have a ton of this from other shipments I received. And this packing, this brown paper from Amazon boxes that I've collected. And that's it. In this case, I used, spent the $20 using their FedEx label instead of spending the time making my own. Usually if I use the post office, I'll save $5 to $10, but not worth the extra hassle. Hope this helped. Thank you.